Hey, this is Tim with TM Media again. On this video, I want to talk about the difference between a graphic designer and an illustrator. The reason being is I see a lot of uh, designers sending me their work as a graphic designer, and they're really not. They're more of an illustrator. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but the best thing to do is identify what you want to do. I've seen people try to do both, and it is possible, but it's hard to pull off unless you're just supernaturally talented. But it takes a lot of work to become a great illustrator, and it takes a lot of work to be a great graphic designer. The chances are that you're going to be great at both are very slim because it just takes too much time to do. As far as, I mean, my advice is go either one way or the other way. If you're a if you want to get into graphic design, do graphic design. If you're that means layouts, magazines, advertisements, websites, things like that. If you're going to be an illustrator where you're doing characters, illustrations, fine art, things like that, that's just a whole nother ball game. And the trying to be what happens is if you're going to go try to do both, then you're just going to be kind of okay at both. What you want to do is go with one or the other and be great at one and the other. Because basically, when how we operate, and I might have said this a few thousand times, but we have our designers, we have our web developers, and we have our illustrators. We use illustrators to illustrate characters, fine art, very intricate graphics, things like just very detailed graphics. We've used them for anywhere from uh, t-shirts to fine art to packaging, depending on what we need. It goes all across the board. It will be incorporated with the illustrations will be incorporated with graphic design, but having that actual illustrator do a layout, a complete layout, unless the whole thing is an illustration, would be we would not do. We would have a graphic designer do the overall layout and have the illustrator do the illustration part and then fit those pieces in where they need to fit. So that's pretty much how it works as far as uh, I mean, just I would try to avoid trying to do both. It's just like web design and graphic design. You can either be a really good web designer or a really good graphic designer, or you can kind of sit in the middle and kind of be okay at both. And sometimes it just doesn't work. I know people. Now, I'm not saying that's not possible because I do know some people that are great at both. Uh, they're far and few between. So um, anyways, I hope that helps because I just see a lot of that coming in when I see portfolios, people looking to do graphic design and more of Illustrator, more towards illustration or vice versa. So hope that helps. Thanks.